Welcome to Bond SCX. This is week 44, October 31st to November 4th. This is Lance, the Bargain Stock Bounty Hunter. We've got another great video, plays of the week this week, that I'm coming at you with. And this is where X marks the spot. It puts you on the top. And so disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I advising anyone to spend their money. This is only for educational purposes and only my opinion. Any money spent is of the individual's own discretion and not due to any information from me. So if you're new to the channel, this is where I scan stocks over the weekend and pull out the best plays of the week. I'm looking for good trends, anything undervalued, and I'm looking for something that's going to actually show some movement on the charts. And so starting off, as I normally do, let's look at the NASDAQ. So we'll start off looking at two indexes. We'll look at the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange. Starting off with the NASDAQ, seeing where it's going and where we feel like it's going to be in this week. So look at last week, it actually pulled up a little higher than I projected it would pull up to. Pulled right, stay right into zone, which is in between these blue lines here. You see the market wanting to turn bullish here. Not quite bullish. You still see the green and red bars are still below the blue. So we want to see those cross along with the teal, and that will send this market into a more of a bearish stance. Little reservations this week. I do see and just noted that this is a day late, so the market has already opened for the day. So we see the market here didn't do a whole lot of action today, pulled down from open to close, and we also see a little bit of pullback on the MACD sum. So the market overall looks like it's heading in a better direction, basically better than what we've seen last few weeks. But I do think there's some reasons to be a little pessimistic, thinking that the market come back down a little bit more. I think it'll touch down by Friday, somewhere around the 10,670 range to around the 10,826 range. So expect some headwinds coming up this week. There are a lot of earnings calls still to be presented this week. There's some other things going on, I believe, with the Feds and with some interest rate stuff as well. So I'll be a little hesitant to jump right into the market. Some of these prices, this one I'm going to pull out some of the better prices for this week. So looking at the New York Stock Exchange real quick, show you what I'm seeing here. Definitely seeing a different view of this market. Definitely had a really strong run last week, and this market is bullish. We'll see. We see all the alligator bars all in the right order. Got the green, red, and blue all right in order. The teal, EMA, and everything's pushing above that. Did see a little bit of a pullback today, as we see on the market. And I do believe that this one will pull back down some this week. Again, this one may push up and touch off on the 180-day SMA up here. You see see this green line here, which is the 180-day SMA, pulling up above where I projected it would be. So this red line here is the projection back where I projected a couple weeks back. And you see the market slowly pulling up against that. So it potentially could come up here. It would have to take a really strong bull run tomorrow and Wednesday. But worst case, I believe it could pull down into this range. So around the 14,277 to around the it's like 4,456, so 14,456 range. So that's my estimations and predictions for the New York Stock Exchange this week. So getting to the plays of the week, got a couple, not too many this week. I have US Steel coming in as a long-term play. If you watch the channel enough, we've caught out US Steel a couple of times this year. Definitely a really good company, something you can definitely hold and see a lot of opportunity here. It is moving at a slow trend of a 2, so it's a slight trend up. It's 28 cents on sale, coming in at a true value of $20.79. Let's go to the charts and let me show you what I'm seeing with US Steel. Won't analyze this one overall because we've Kind of looked at this one a couple times. Definitely below the cake range, which is good. Like what I'm seeing with the SMA, pretty flat, and we'll see how it's really touching off on this SMA. And I believe it'll do that again sometime in the near future. Just had an earnings call last week. Definitely came in better than projected by about 3 cents. So this is definitely a profitable company. We see today with the price action today actually came in flat. I kind of came in where it started. And but I do think there's some opportunity this week. I do like the movement. I see again, it's moving out a slow trend of a 2 upward. I do see a little bit of a pullback again. I think the market will pull back. This one trades on the New York Stock Exchange. But I do expect a little bit of a pullback somewhat this week. I do think at 1931, it can come down to that price point. That's an excellent price to get in. A couple weeks ago, tried to call this one out around 1832, and DAS called it out around 1777. Didn't quite come down to our price point. It did come down below true value. It's already down below true value, as I just mentioned. That's what this red bar is here. It's the true value mark. So I think this one could come down. Will it support on the red here, as it looks like it wanted to do today? It is showing some strong support on the red. It definitely broke the plane of the EMA on the teal, broke the plane of the green. So it could come down through the blue and see if it can come down and support down here around the 1931 range. I think that's a great, excellent price point. Also, it's a dividend stock. It pay out dividends of 5 cents per share. Which I'm sure you probably already have to own the shares to get this dividend at this point in time. But nonetheless, 1931 is a great price point. I think by Friday, if you wanted to get out by Friday, if you didn't want to hold it any longer due to the shaky market, I don't blame you. You're looking at around 2002, getting out at, or around 2076. So anywhere between 7 and 3.7%. It's not a bad percentage to make this week. Next on the list is going to be Kinder Morgan. So Kinder Morgan's a infrastructural energy company, and got them at a short-term trade, looking at a trend of a 2 upward. 19 cents overpriced, not too bad, but I think we can get in cheaper than that. True value of $17.58 this week. And so Kinder Morgan, so first time calling this one out, been scanning this one for quite a while. And it's a nice pattern, a nice trend. Just can't go wrong too much with this company. Anything under a cake range, which again is these purple ones here, buying under here, you can see how it just builds up. Buying under just builds up over and over again. Just came under the cake range here recently in September. This one's had a high of $20.02 this year, and a low of $15 and a penny. So pretty stable price action, not varying way too much. We don't see too much manipulation in this stock. So here lately, again, moving at a trend of a 2. I do see an opportunity to get in potentially. I know the market already moved, and this one moved pretty strong today, looks like, and kind of came to SMA. We see recently it's resisted SMA on 1019. It resisted SMA on 1027 last week. Looks like it sort of resisted it today as well. We see a little bit of a pullback on the MACD and on the momentum. So potential this one could pull back down. But I really like how this one trades. Pretty good stable company. And they just had recent earnings calls as well on 1019. And they didn't beat estimations by only about 3 cents, 3 pennies. So not too bad, but 25 cents per share is what they earned on this last quarter. So not too bad. I do think if the market can pull back, I think it'll be a little hesitant on the market this week. But if it does pull back, I think getting in at $17.05 is a great price point. It is in the cake range, so something to be aware of. Could pull down, definitely down below that. But it could definitely touch off above and then before it pulls back down. So maybe a little hard to get into this one this week. 1705 is definitely a reach to get in that cheap. But anything below cake value I still think is a great price point for this one, and that's 1758, as I mentioned earlier. Next one on the list is Microsoft. So Microsoft is definitely a long-term play. I believe it comes in flat this week, 21 cents overpriced, $235.66. So this one's definitely one that to look at. Microsoft, along with some of the other blue chip tech companies, have been beaten up a lot here lately, and you can see over a year, this one's come down quite a bit. So this one was trading at $349.67 at a high back in November. So pretty much this time last year. We can see how much it's lost in a year. So we just pull, and looking at from the day, you're looking at this company's lost 34% over the last year. So pretty much a definitely beaten up stock, but definitely one that has a lot of opportunity. It's well under price point for the year. It's under price coming in for the week as well. So definitely some opportunities. I see some resistance. Looks like it's been resistant on the red. It pushed through last week on to the blue, but then pulled back right after earnings calls. Had earnings calls last week, and it actually did better than projected by 6 cents. So $2.35 per share. That's what they made in the last quarter. So that's pretty good. Not bad at all. It's had a recent low. So this is a great opportunity to get in to a blue chip stock. I do see the MACD starting to pull back a little bit, but definitely underpriced. I do think this week, 224.34, if it comes down that range, that's where I'm ready to buy. Definitely can't go wrong here with that one. With potential by Friday, 231.87 to around 238.02, so anywhere between 6 and 3% gain in by Friday if you wanted to get out by Friday. A lot of opportunity for this one to really attack the SMA here. Definitely get back into where the price wants to be up here in this case. Has dividends payouts at 68 cents per share coming up on 11/16. So can't go too wrong with Microsoft. This one, they own, Xbox. We're getting close to the holiday season, and video game season typically takes off around that time. But, with the tech companies being down right now, this is one of the companies I would definitely be ready to get into for a turnaround when the market starts to turn bullish. So good looking out for that one. And again, not very many opportunities to get into this one under price, and I think this will be a good week to do that. Coming in with another opportunity this week is Nu. So Nu is a digital banking company out of Brazil. Coming in a flat trend this week, 18 cents over price. This one is true value of $4.41. So this one is a penny stock. For those who have not watched my channel other episodes, I'm not a big fan of penny stocks. There are a couple I will call out from time to time because there are a lot of opportunities with them. But anything below $5 is considered a penny stock. So this one is definitely that, but it has shown a lot of potential. So let's look at 1 year, 1 day. This one was a high of $12.24 of December 9th last year. We'll see from where it is today. And this one, the company has lost about 63% where they were valued at last year. And we see here lately, this one's been beat up quite a bit ever since. You look at April timeframe, and then we had a low of $3.26 in May. And ever since then, it's been on a slow upward trend. I mean, not a lot of manipulation. You see some manipulation here on August 15th, but pretty normal trading action since all the manipulation that brought the price down. And then we look at what we see here lately. We see a lot of resistance here on this progression band I've got drawn on here. And then we see some support here on the bottom progression band. So I think it could come down, touch off on that today. This week, I mean, it's like today had a really strong day. We saw about 62 million shares come in today. So that's some manipulation, and definitely would expect this to be covered on the downside. So I expect this to definitely come back down this price point, if not down further. Looks like it's really going to attack this SMA. It's like it may attack it this week. We do see it's not quite bullish yet, so we'll see what that will do the next couple of days. But the MACD looks really strong. Momentum looks really strong. I had it priced at $4.06 is my price point coming into this week. Don't think that will happen based on what happened today. I made all these price point call outs yesterday, but I do believe if it can come down to 406 at 439 to 460 is a good price point. End of the day, ended today at $5 even. So, this one trades pretty naturally. At least it has for the last 4 or 5 months. It does have an earnings call coming up on 11/14, so definitely something to be aware of. But definitely one to watch and look out for. Has some great opportunities. Looks like based on where it's at and where it's been. So, if you believe in energy companies, this is a good one. So moving on to the next one. It looks like last but not least is Last Cycle. Last Cycle is a lithium battery company. It deals in the realms of recycling batteries. And it comes in a flat trend this week, 34 cents over price, coming in at a true value of $5.58. So another one I'm calling out that's right on the pretty much the borderline of being a penny stock company. So let's look at this one overall. 1 year, 1 day was $14.28 at a high of 11.17. This one's come down quite a bit over the year, and it's been as low as $5.06. So just really escaping the penny stock, I guess, point of being below $5. So it's really close. We'll see. Looks like here this looks like this line down, which is I've got drawn here, is a kind of a regression line from where it's touched off a couple times in the last couple of weeks, and we see again the recent low of 506. We see a strong pullback from that point, and since that 506 date, it's gained 15% in 19 days, which is not bad at all. I do think there's some opportunity for this one to pull back down. It's like the MACD is pulling down a little bit today, so not as much volume coming in today on the stock. Do think there's some opportunity for this one to come down to $5.28. That would be my price point call out. I do think it'll definitely touch this dotted line as it has before in the last month or two. Definitely think it's going to come back and touch that, if not explode beyond that. But possibly, if the market does turn down this week, as I think it will, $5.28 would be a great point to get in, with the expectation this one will again move up strong. So if it can come down to $5.28, 556 to 586 is a great get out point. Anywhere between 11 and 5% this week. So again, this one is a tough one to call, but definitely if this one comes down below price point, it's definitely one to jump on. So those are my call outs for the week. Let's do a real quick like it, love it, lose it on some of the ones I didn't call out this week. Let's look at Disney. Let's see what Disney looks like at this current price point, and see if I would buy it at current price today. So looking at Disney real quick, I would say at this price point, lose it. I would lose this price point. This is definitely has some more opportunity to pull back. I would definitely not buy Disney at this price point. Next one, let's do Apple at 148.85. 148.85. And I would say what I'm looking at with Apple, I would say definitely lose this one as well. Would not buy Apple at this price point. It is overpriced. Let's look at a couple more well known. Let's look at Google. Google comes in underpriced at $1.14. Another big tech company that has taken a little bit of a pounding lately. And this one's the Class C one. And so, let's see, let's say, definitely would say I love the price of Google right now at 94.66. Anything under 100 is great. Yeah, 94.66. Seen a lot of uncovered manipulation here, and it's definitely got opportunity to take off from there. So I definitely love the price of Google at this point. And then let's do one more. Like it, love it, lose it, and let's go to Tesla. Tesla is $8.67 overpriced this week, coming at $219.85. It's not moving very well. And that one's kind of been beaten up as well. And we'll see what comes out of Tesla with the announcement of Elon buying Twitter this week. We'll say this price point it's not bad. I would say I like it. Don't love it. I would say I like this price point. I definitely think you can get in cheaper. So I would say like it for that one. So that's it for the plays of the week. Week 44. Again, we're getting close to the end of the year. It's been a pretty good year, and we're looking out for another options video, audible option alert video that we're looking to put out. Another one of those. Those have done really well for us. The actual callouts we did have turned out some pretty good profits, and so definitely want to put another one of those videos out for possible some more future options for Apple and SPY. Be looking out for some more myth and mystery videos. Definitely behind on putting those out. Got a lot of those that need to put out. Anyway, we've got some more good stuff coming out. Be sure to like and subscribe and share with anyone who likes technical analysis. And be sure to comment if there's anything you'd like to see or have any suggestions or any feedback. We'll definitely appreciate that. Anyway, good luck trading this week, and look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.